Hello, this is Jeff Scott, your instructor for the online version of 152-157, web development, website development, XHTML, CSS for the fall 2015 semester at Blackhawk Technical College. I'm going to take a couple minutes right now to go over the syllabus with you. When I get all done setting everything up, which I haven't set up yet, but what it will look like over here, and this is for a different class, but there will be the syllabus right here, and the syllabus will be in both Word and PDF formats. There'll be a course evaluation that I'd like you to take once you finish the course. All of the videos will be under Content Videos. They are my voice and the computer. Any book source that we have will be under here under Student Data Files. PowerPoints will be under the PowerPoints. Anything that I do, any lecture that I give that has a demo in it will be under the In Class. The homework will be listed underneath here. Any announcements will be found under the Announcements tab. And finally, the discussion board will be up there also. But I wanted to take a couple minutes right now and go over the syllabus. I do have to mention before I do this, I'm taping from home. When I tape from home, the sound quality is worse than it is at Blackhawk. But beggars can't be choosers, as the saying goes, and I'm at home right now, so I decided to do the lecture here. So the instructor information, as it says right there, my name is Jeff Scott. If you ever have to come into Blackhawk to see me, I'm in room 2503. That's the business division offices. My office hours are 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Monday through Thursday, but I am online virtually every night. So there's the work phone, but it's much easier, as mentioned, to get a hold of me by emailing me. Here's the syllabus, the course title. Since it's online, the meeting day and time is not applicable, nor is the room number. I've got to fix that because that's the wrong, that right there is the wrong course number. That should be 152, 157, but I'll change that. Right before your very eyes. All right, as far as the course description, this is taken right from Banner. So as it says, website development, XHTML, CSS is a beginning class in client-side web development. What we'll cover is HTML and HTML5, CSS and CSS3, and an introduction to JavaScript, and there'll even be a little jQuery. We'll cover all 14 chapters of the Terry Felk Morris text. The course goal is to give you at least a beginning understanding of client-side web development, including HTML, HTML5, CSS, CSS3, and JavaScript programming concepts. Here's the book. I can click on that, but I don't have to because I already have it open. That's what it looks like. It's a black book, a lot of shiny stuff on the front. Terry Felk Morris, 7th edition of Web Development and Design with HTML5. All right. Just so you know, if I bring up the table of contents here, Chapter 1 is an introduction to the Internet and World Wide Web. Chapter 2 is HTML Basics. Chapter 3, Configuring Color and Text with CSS. Chapter 4, Visual Elements in Graphics. Chapter 5 is on website design. Chapter 6 is on page layout. Chapter 7 is more on links, layout, and mobile. Chapter 8 is on tables. Chapter 9 is on forms. Chapter 10 is on website development. Chapter 11 is on web multimedia and interactivity. Chapter 12 is an overview of e-commerce. Chapter 13 is on website promotion. And finally, Chapter 14 is an introduction or brief look at JavaScript and jQuery. Again, we will cover all 14 chapters of the text. There are not, repeat, there are not assignments on every chapter. All right, you will save all of your work to your H drive eventually, and you can do that, and or you can email me your homework. Again, there'll be somewhere around a dozen assignments, but there won't be that many. All right, the idea, the core abilities that you're supposed to get out of this class: use appropriate technology and solve problems efficiently. Our competencies, I put a half dozen of them down here. Number 1, explain basic HTML, HTML5, CSS, CSS3, and JavaScript terminology. Number 2, demonstrate basic HTML, HTML5 concepts. Number 3, demonstrate basic CSS, CSS3 concepts. Number 4, demonstrate basic JavaScript/jQuery concepts. Number 5, demonstrate the ability to create a simple website. Number 6, demonstrate the ability to validate simple .html and .css files. All of this material that you see here, and of course now that I'm running through this, I see mistakes I've made on here, but all of this material will be available online under the P drive under P:/CIS 152-157 WD for website development /fall 2015. So all that information will be out there. I again prefer that any communications take place via email as soon as possible. If you do have to call me, I gave you my number earlier on the syllabus, but I will attempt to turn things around within the 24-hour time frame if you email me. That should be just about everything. The only other thing that I wanted to mention, and some of you I know are in both classes that I'm offering online, that is, you are in both the 152-157 and the 152-163 relational database design class. But if you're not, one thing that you should do immediately is, from anywhere out on an internet connection, go out to blackhawk.edu. Under online services, go to My BTC login. Your login, I'm already in there, but your login will be your regular login, and your password will be your regular password, just as if you're logging in right at Blackhawk itself. All right, if you click on the link here that says Blackboard Courses, you should have a link over here that says Website Development HTML CSS, and if you click on that, again, I haven't started filling it up yet, but that's where your syllabus will be, all of the content will be, the announcements will be, all right, and the discussion board will be. So all of that information will be out there. Please go into Blackboard as soon as you possibly can, and if you have any issues with it, let me know. Fortunately for me, where I teach out of in room 1509, the Blackboard administrator is directly next door to me. So if you have any problems and you let me know, I can let her know. And normally by the end of the day, she can get those problems fixed. All right. I hope you enjoy the class. As I mentioned to you before, any issues or whatever, please email me rather than calling. Email me at jscott@blackhawk.edu. We talked about the book, a little bit about the assignments. I told you the competencies, and I told you where you can find the material. All right? The very last thing that I want to mention to you is if you want to do this, you can literally do everything from your own machine and from home. And you don't need any special equipment other than a browser and a simple editor. All right? But if you want to, what you can do is you can go out on the internet and you can type in desktops.blackhawk.edu. I realize that might be a little hard to see, so let me make it a little bigger. There it is, desktops.blackhawk.edu. All right, you can key that into a browser window. And if you do, you've got choices. All right, so it comes up like this. If you want to, you can click right here under Install VMware Horizon Client. And if you click there, it'll take you to a download page. Under Product Downloads, if you've got a machine that's 5 years old or less, you'd go to the 64-bit download. If it's an older machine, the 32. If you're not sure, let's see, I believe that if you come out here to Properties, is it? No, not there. I believe that if you come out here, try it again, and you right mouse click here, try and remember how you find that out, over here, and go to Control Panel, and it's somewhere under here. Let me quickly check how to find out if your machine is 62 or 64 or 32-bit. All right. Open the system by clicking the Start button, right-click on Computer, choose Properties, and under System. Somewhere in here, there's something that says Properties and System. So under System here, you'll notice that mine says 64-bit operating system right there. So if you do the same on yours, all right, it should be a moot point if you're using a Mac. All right, that's about all that I can think of that I wanted to talk about in here. Again, if you have any questions, please email me, jscott@blackhawk.edu, as soon as possible. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the course.